Well, hello and welcome people of the internet to Yasha, Legends of the Demon Blade, a new action roguelite that just dropped as part of the We Play Expo that's going on now on Steam. There is a demo available, link will be down below in the description as always, but before we jump in, if you like the video, would you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action, and without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right in. Let's see, so we have 3 different characters to choose from. Switches between 2 demon blades to unleash different attacks, wields 2 blades with different characteristics simultaneously, and we have utilizes guerrilla tactics by switching between range and melee combat. Ooh, he seems cool, but let's go with the title, well, not the title character, but like the main character. Perform basic combo by using light attacks and using heavy attacks. Easy enough. Even easier. Nice. What else we got? A dash and a dash attack. Got it. What else do we have? Perform a mystic arts. When a yellow circle appears in the enemy, perform right bumper to perform an eye strike, which can execute a parry to cancel the attack. Okay, so it's just a parry. After successful parry, press right bumper again to perform a mystic art. Okay, now one thing I do want to mention, so far actually all the text has been really good. Hang on, I'm trying to talk and parry, and parrying is like literally my weakness. Okay, so it's more of a, got it, okay. It's more of a, like a Spider-Man slash Arkham. It's more of an Arkham dodge system, right? You don't have to wait for the attack to actually happen. As soon as you see the yellow, you can pop it. So what I was going to say is actually on the Steam page, there's specifically a notice that says the text in the demo version is temporary. You might find some parts difficult to read, but rest assured that the final version will feature a fully revised and localized text. Now, so far, everything has actually been very clear compared to some other translations that we've seen recently. So I'm happy to see that, but just in case there's any weirdness, just want to say that up front. Perform a grand mystic arts, hold right bumper, and release when a yellow circle appears on the enemy to execute a charge attack, which can parry and cancel the attack. Wait, so I have to press a parry. Oh, and then I have to hit it again. Oh, I see. Okay, so if we know an enemy is going to attack us, we can kind of just wait here. And then use a big attack on him. Got it. Okay, so we either have a parry that we can kind of plan to use, or one that we can use in the last second. Now, I can tell... Well, actually, this parry system is a little bit more my style than others, so we'll see... Oh, and you can hit back projectiles. That's cool. So, we'll see how well attuned I can get to this parry system. Because this one is a little bit more my style. The ones that you have to wait for the enemies to actually attack, I'm so bad at timing. Well, what do we got here? Oh, it just said, yeah, there's spoils to collect. Oh, got it. We got our power-ups. The lower your HP, the higher the additional damage bonus up to max. Let's see. Nameless's heavy attack damage is increased. Mystic Arts damage. Oh, Nameless is probably just, maybe it's just a placeholder name. Let's go with heavy attack damage. No, let's, yeah, let's go with heavy attack damage. What do we have here? Is this, end of the round heal? Can we do a dash heavy? I don't think that's any different than our yeah, okay, so it's not a dash heavy, it's just a regular, that's just a regular heavy. But we can't move while we do this. So are you gonna do anything, or are we just gonna sit here and... Oh, so parry is basically just an attack, right? If I hit right bumper, it still charges at the enemy. Okay, easy enough. Same thing, still just food. Oh, we get a little bit of coins, too. The sheath charge speed of Nameless is significantly slowed by 100%. Holding right bumper to complete the charge sheath increases damage. Let's go ahead and increase our light attack damage. Since I have a feeling that's what I'm mostly going to be using. General... Oh, God, that is a cool design. Okay, that didn't do anything. I hit parry, but it didn't parry. Okay, still got to get used to the parry system here. Like I said, parrying is not my strength. I do dashes much more often as my defensive. There we go. All right, we got one. Oh god, oh god, oh god, get away, get away. Yeah, okay, I'm still... There we go. Okay, we got one there. I was certain I had that timing down. Okay, we got the kill. Still got to work on the parry timing because I was pretty sure I was hitting it at the right time. Maybe I was hitting it too early. Yeah, let's just take the soul binding. Fragments of the demon blade. Okay, maybe that's for progression? Defeating a powerful opponent is not easy, right? Or is it just a piece of cake? In any case, we have already anticipated your arrival. This is the place where the residents of the demon village hold their festivals. Thanks to a certain deity, this area remains free from the disturbance of ferocious demons, making it a place for you to take a breather during your travels. To be able to travel further, please take a good rest and prepare yourself here. So the demons outside were driven away by you? Thank you so much. From now on, whenever you see my tea shop, feel free to stop by and rest. I'll treat you to a warm cup of tea. Ah, I was going to say, how many times can I use this? Okay, what do we got here? My name is Takashi Menosuke? Is that right? I don't... Does he really use 3 N's? Traveling to think about what is the best ramen in the world. Oh god, I love ramen. Seems you are a food enthusiast. Yep. Could you please help me gather the ingredients? I believe they'll inspire me a lot. Oh, okay, so we can get shield, HP, charge speed, HP, damage, less damage taken, and a percentage of health. Oh, so these two are the same. So can I eat multiple? Success. Well, I did buy it, so I would hope there's a success. Let's see. So we're at 30 out of 56. If I buy another one... okay, so we can only get one. I kind of figured, but okay. Just double checking there. Come, Underworld Sightseeing Tour. Entry is free, might get hurt a little. Limited spots available. Hurry if you want to join. Eliminate all enemies. Timer runs out or character dies. Well, let's give it a shot. Oh, it doesn't look like it ends the run if we don't do it. It's just kind of a challenge thing. Holy crap. Okay. Like, there we go. Okay, I'm a little bit too early on the parry, definitely. Okay, that one was too late. Okay, well then I got hit by a different one. Okay, that one I don't even know. I thought it was pretty close there. Alright, well the good thing is, I'm hoping that's not going to end the run. Okay, good. It's not going to end the run. Oh, but we take damage. Oh, okay. Well, like I said, I know it's a weakness of mine. It's one thing I'm working on improving. Well, I guess the good thing about the charge parry is that worst case, like the reason that I like dashing over parrying is because like you can actually still get out of the way of enemies hitting you, where if you mess up a parry, you're still taking damage. Which is why I prefer dodging, but it's nice to know that if you charge one... okay, that was just a prick move. There was just nothing I could do about that one. Well, now we know that about that enemy. That was just, you know, something I didn't know. We just gotta learn it. Learn it, and then change up strategy. What do we got here? The soul fire representing Shigure gently flickers. Pour in your soul power and strengthen yourself. From the start of your first combat stage, you can obtain 0 soul orbs. You can obtain 1 soul orb. Okay. Extra damage, extra max HP, dash count, HP recovers each time a stage is cleared. Okay, so let's go ahead and go for max HP, and then we'll take a damage. The blade mound was seriously damaged by the nine-tailed fox, and the demon blade sealed inside was also taken away. What we got? We got a little Naruto up here? I heard that there's a hidden monster festival outside where you can buy many interesting items. Ooh, the aura on you is the presence of the demon blade. Indeed, it is the remnants of the stolen demon blade. Give it to me. I can restore it. Forging or upgrading weapons requires weapon fragments, which can be obtained by defeating enemies in battle. Oh, right. I remember picking that up. I didn't click through that. Long press to perform weapon forging. So, ooh, we can pick any of these? All right, we got to read through these. Only heavy attack can be used. So probably not doing this one. Hitting enemy with a sheath grants 1 stack of pine crane, and holding right bumper for a charge sheath grants 3 stacks. A maximum of 5 stacks can be accumulated each. Okay, so this is like the parry blade basically. Fast light attacks, but cannot use heavy attacks. Okay, this is more my style. Third hit creates 3 something or others. Atazakuras. Using Eye Strike on Atazakura creates an explosion generating penal bullets. Ooh. But it requires us to parry. Okay. Actually, Eye Strike might be the... That might not be the full parry. Dealing damage to enemies grants Mountain Feather. When Mountain Feather reaches 100%, gain a shield equal to 10... Okay, so we got like the tank blade. Attacks consume water form to increase damage 50% and attacks have 50% chance to apply 1 stack of corrosion to enemies. When surrounded by water, recover 15% water form per second. When using other demon swords, recover 10% water form per second. Each stack of corrosion increases the chance of being critically hit. Ah, got it. So this one gives us more damage, but also a chance to take more damage. Okay. When attacking and hitting an enemy, consume 1 stack of Moonlight to increase crit hit chance by 100%. Successfully clashing with an enemy grants 3 stacks of Moonlight. When attacking and hitting an enemy, consume 1 stack of Moonlight. Successfully clashing with an enemy? I'm assuming clashing is just, like, hitting? Or does that mean you have to, like... Maybe clashing is like what we saw before with the range attacks where we kind of like sent it back at him. Gradually gain flame over time. When it reaches 100%, a flame ring that burns enemies will be deployed around you for 8 seconds. Stacks have a 15% chance to apply 1 stack of burn. When enemies accumulate 5 seconds of burn, it triggers an area explosion. Oh, I kind of like that one. The other one that I liked was this one. I think I'm actually going to go with this one, though. I didn't really like the heavy attacks all that much. There wasn't, like, much of a reason to do them. Oh, you can have multiple weapons? That's sweet. You can also check the current equipped weapon. Press left bumper to switch. Well, I mean, I'm not using my basic weapon. Feels good in your hand, doesn't it? From now on, I'll place newly forged demon blades in the maintenance box in the training area. Don't forget to check before you head out. And then this is just lore stuff. It's more lore stuff. Anything else? Maybe something will go down there eventually. Yeah, so is it just... Yeah, sweet. Okay, so it's not... And what does this do? Can I see my... Oh, perfect. I wanted to see... Let's see, where can I go? Soul Orb. I wanted to read this just one more time. Third hit of light attack creates 3... Yep, so using that on... Creates an explosion, generating petal bullets. Ah, I see. Okay, so, yeah, so this... Yep, so that generates 3 of these, but only 3 can exist. How long do they exist? I think they just stick around. And then I just use right bumper to just run into them. Got it. Okay, easy enough. And then this was... Oh, Nameless is our sword. Oh, okay. Easy enough. Yeah, let's get going. Let's get to it. All right, so we have jumped ahead in time a little bit. I figured that it would be kind of beneficial for me to go ahead, get a second weapon, do a little bit more meta progression, and then, of course, practice my parries. So I went ahead and bought the Crimson Autumn, so we're going to have both of these weapons to work with this time, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. Flame Ring no longer automatically expands when charged. It hits an enemy stationary. I'm going to go with the Myriad Flowers. I think this is just better. And overall, kind of what I've been doing as a strategy with this pairing is basically building up my Flame Ring and then just switching over to the Blossom Sword, and then get our blossoms going, and hopefully that will be enough to get us the kill on the final boss. Or what I assume to be the final boss. Anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and pick up our... What do we get here? We have... Oh, and you know what else I realized? This was stupid. So, the bonuses that we're getting for light attack damage and heavy attack damage, that was coming from the Nameless sword. I keep looking at these and I'm like, where are those? I haven't gotten those for several runs. It's because I have 2 other swords. So basically, I mean, this should be kind of obvious to you guys probably. It was one of those things that I just wasn't picking up on, is that was a skill for the Nameless sword, which I no longer have equipped. Or actually, it might not be clear because I forgot that I didn't record any of that. Because I've kind of skipped about an hour in time. So in the past 2 minutes, there's an hour difference in the Ganyonz you are seeing. It's like time travel. Alright, we got these stupid pinchers. Let's get them out of here. Alright, monkey boy. I actually don't even know if that's a monkey. Is that a monkey? I don't know why I think he's a monkey. I guess he's more of a demon. He doesn't have a tail. Although, to be fair, I've heard that monkeys don't have tails. Or at least they remove them. Other demon swords can accumulate flame. Yeah, we're going to grab that. Although, we could grab explosion damage increases the maximum number. Yeah, let's grab that one. I do... The blossoms actually do a lot of damage. So they help me out quite a bit in the damage phases of these bosses. Alright, let's see if we can make it through this boss here. Okay, he's going to do his whirlwind attack. Let's go ahead and back off of him. And now we got the claws. And my nemesis. There we go. Now that we have the ring, let's go ahead and get some blossoms going. Oh, pincer time. Right, we back off. I mean, our blossoms are just so good for damage. They're just very good. But I like the fact that we can have the Crimson Autumn as kind of a passive source of damage for us. Let's see. Yeah, we want to be accumulating flame even if we're using our other sword. I think the only thing as far as progression goes, I think the only thing I took... So, sorry, 2 different thoughts there coming out of my mouth at the same time. The only progression I think I've taken since you guys have seen, I think, was just an additional damage number. So we are going to wait on the T here. And, oh, this is new. Well, let's go ahead and check it out. A huge hand reached out holding a plate of freshly made takoyaki. Increases a... Oh, we get a new source. Source skill. Increase accumulation chance of flame by 20%. Yeah, we'll grab that. So we're going to do this challenge first. And now I don't remember... I don't think I recorded this challenge. Okay, well, anyway, in case the part of the video that I did record doesn't make it or any of that, we have this hidden trial, so we can jump in here, 2-minute time limit, and then whatever enemies are in here, we gotta kill. And just don't die. This should be... Oh, we got these stupid ducks. Okay, let's get our flames going here. Yeah, these ducks suck. They just all shoot out these tongues, and you're supposed to parry them all. All right, one left. There we go. Whew. Yeah, that one's annoying. With that many, so two things. One, with my skill of, let me correct that, with my lack of skill of parrying, that one is quite difficult. But to me, ooh, nice. To me, yes, my parrying is not that good. However, and like I said before, we didn't take the T in case we lost and lost some HP. We could recover it back. It feels like the parry windows are a little, I guess tight is what I'm going for. It's like, are they loose or are they tight? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm getting locked into a combat window. It's one of those things like, I've always been a player who prefers dodging to parrying. And again, I apologize if this is something I kind of already talked about. I kind of didn't keep exact track of where I was ending the first half of this video and where I'm picking up from. But anyway, yeah, parrying is one of those things like I prefer dodging. But in games specifically like this, where there is benefit to parrying, it's just something that I need to get used to doing. And when we started, you know, there was a bit of a, it felt like there was a bit of an Arkham system, and then the more I've played, the timing feels a little bit more specific than kind of how they mentioned, where it's like, oh, as soon as you see the yellow circle, just hit parry. And it's like, well, I've tried that a couple times, and it doesn't exactly work. So the nice thing is, well, aside from that point, is the fact that now we have increased flame generation, and we can generate it while we're using our Sakura block. Our Sakura, we really don't have to switch over. I guess we'll take this. No food. Okay, let's get her done. Come on, fish boy. Come on, fish boy. We got this. We got this. Easy enough. I do wish there was a skip button. I've seen this several times now. I would like to skip past it. Okay, and now I have learned the secret of his water attacks. And that being, hey Dingus, watch the centerpiece. The centerpiece shows you when he's going to shoot down water attacks. Okay, rock time. Let's hide behind a rock. Oh, God. Okay, that's the first time it's ever come from a direction that's not 10 o'clock. Okay, other one. Okay, nice. We got the fire. Oh, well, we had the firing for a little bit. Okay, I think we got one more wave to live through. Ow. Oh, watch out for the water. All right, come on, come on. There we go. Easy enough. You know, it's crazy what a little bit of practice will do. It was more so figuring out the water attacks, right? As soon as I realized you just watch this, like, it's one of those things. So it's funny. People have commented on this. They're like, it's so funny how little you actually see when you're playing. It's like, I understand, but when you're trying to, it's like when I'm trying to talk, learn a game, and play it all at the same time, your mental capacity that you normally have when you play just goes in the absolute toilet. And so I noticed that he had the water orb the first couple times that I did this, but I didn't realize that it was coinciding with the water that was coming down from the sky for whatever reason. And so then as soon as I stopped recording and I played it the first time, I was like, oh, okay, I understand completely what is happening here. And put 2 and 2 together. And it's like, okay, well, when he doesn't have the water orb, I'll just stop attacking, do my little dodges, come back in, start attacking, and do all that. And this doesn't matter because this is the end of the demo. Yeah, so it's just one of those things, like, you don't realize how much of your brain capacity is put forth, or you don't realize how much of your brain capacity is actually spent on talking and like commentating and thinking of like what is going on besides the game itself. And yeah, so as soon as I figured that out, it was like, oh, duh. So let's talk a little bit about Yasha, Legends of the Demon Blade. There's some part, so I think that this game is actually really sweet. One of the things that I'm wondering though is, and this is kind of the tough thing with a demo, right? Because the demo oftentimes is going to be built specifically to be presented as a demo rather than the full game, right? So the reason that I bring that up is because I'm wondering if the format of the map is going to be the same in the full game as it is here. As it stands right now, and let me take a step back here. The reason why it could be the way it is now, and what I mean by that is it's pretty short. There's only two maps of mobs in between bosses, so it feels almost a little bit more like a boss rush game than it does like I don't want to say more traditional roguelite, but you know, more like a Hades, right? Or more like a Redacted now. There's less time to actually build your character, and I think that's kind of where I'm going with this, is that this doesn't feel like a build your character game. This feels like a boss rush game. And so what I'm hoping is that that is just because it's an early version of the game. Maybe they don't have a lot of skills implemented, and so they don't have like these systems that allow you to have a bit more choice. I feel like right now there's not a lot of choice in the game. It just kind of like throws you, 3 of 6 upgrades, and you have like 2 or 3 that you're going to pick, and that's kind of going to be it. I do kind of hope in the future if they're going to go down this path where you just choose a doorway to get, or it's not even choose your doorway to get rewards, it just throws a reward at you. But this Hades style map system, I'm hoping there's going to be more choice in the future. I also, I would like to see a little bit more space in between bosses. I think it's one of those tough calls, right? If you're someone who wants to play a boss rush game, then that is probably not the direction you want to go. You actually like the direction that it's going right now. But for me personally, I like a little bit more time, and there's definitely ways to go about stretching out. Like Redacted is a great way to keep the pace of the game going very quickly, but also allowing the player to have a lot of choice. That's a game where, like, for me, Hades felt like there was like 10 to 15 minutes in between bosses, where Redacted, it was like 4 or 5, but you still had 5 or 6 choices to pick in between the bosses. So you still had chances and choices to kind of build out your character, build out your play style. Whereas this one, I felt like the options were a little bit less. It seems like right now more of the choices come from choosing your weapon and kind of upgrading your character. But that said, the combat feels really good. The only thing, and again, this is more of a personal thing as opposed to a game thing, that didn't feel great was the parries. I'm going to say 95% me, and 5% it just feels like there's weird timing. It's one of those things where on camera, I'm sure it looks like I'm literally just like not hitting the parry button, getting smacked, but I can assure you I am hitting the parry button. So I'm saying like 95% of the time, it's probably I'm just mistiming it. And then 5% of the time, it feels like I hit it perfectly, and it just feels like it didn't register. But again, that's more of a personal thing. I probably just need to get better at parrying. The other thing that was a little bit weird, And again, I apologize if this is not in the recorded section or in the section I decided to put in the video. There's probably going to be a couple runs that I did record that I cut just because I was still kind of learning with the game. With the crab boss, when he does his spiral impact, right, when he puts his 2 claws in front of him and he spins, that hitbox is super, super loose. There were a number of times where I was clearly several steps away from him to the side, still hit me. I was a couple steps behind him, still hit me. There was actually, I'll actually put, if I remember, I will put a still of fighting the crab boss. This is not the crab boss, the octopus boss, the second boss. And right when he does right when the waves come in, like when the rocks come down, I was several steps away from the rock when it fell, and it still hit me and killed me. So I'm going to try and remember and put that in so you can see like how far away I was from the rock. And clearly like I didn't move because I'm dead. So you can see how far away I was and I still got hit. So stuff like that I feel like needs to be tightened up a little bit. But other than that, the gameplay was super fun. I did a little bit of looking into the character system, and this may have been clear when we first selected characters, but it didn't click. Progression does not carry over between characters. So to play a different character, you actually have to have a completely different save file, as far as I can tell right now. Because if we go back to the title screen here and hit play, it actually like shows your character how many resources you have. So I'm pretty sure in order to, yeah, so I would have to choose a whole different character, have a completely different save. So we'd have to do meta progression all over again on the other characters, which isn't really the end of the world, because it's not like you're just picking up a different weapon, you're picking up an entirely different character. So what I'll probably do, because I do want to play the other characters, now that I have a little bit more understanding of the game, the bosses and stuff, I think it would be fun to actually go about and play some of these characters. So I'll probably unlock, 2 weapons a piece for them, the ones that I prefer to play. We'll take a look at their play styles, because I think that this is one to kind of keep an eye on, and see kind of how the systems expand and open up over time. But guys, what did you think of Yasha Legends of the Demon Blade? Please let me know down below in the comment section. And of course, as always, if you did enjoy the video, would you kindly smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more roguelite action. I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.